What's up, guys? It's Fattern bringing you episode number 15. I don't know why I wanted to make that sound special, because it's not. It's only episode 15. But episode 15 of my Road to Commander, and I'm going to pick up where I left off last time, where I had kind of a mindfuck brain fart. I couldn't think. I was talking about my ideas for what would be some sort of new perk system, or a new way to combine perks, and what you would get from them. So if you didn't watch my last video, I was just trying to think of like some new things that could come in for Modern Warfare 3, and one of the ideas I had was like, if you had, say, your in this game they'd be the second tier and third tier perks, like the orange and the green ones. If you combine those two perks, you'd get like a special edition, depending on which perks you had. And so I sat down and put a little list together. I only did Sleight of Hand, Warlord, and Steady Aim for whatever perks I came up with, but it's just kind of like a crapshoot, like a rough draft of, you know, what could be a possibility. I don't really know. I don't mess around with perk stuff or ideas like they do. People at Treyarch and Infinity Ward, and they decide, you know, what perks are what. Like some of them don't really make sense, I guess. But whatever. So I put some perks together. I'm gonna read the list I have. It's for Sleight of Hand, Warlord, and Steady Aim, with each one of the third tier perks. But I did not include Second Chance because that's a terrible perk, and I'd be a terrible person to include it. So I'll start off with Sleight of Hand, and remember, this is Sleight of Hand paired with Hacker. And I guess for some other background, I was thinking about it, you'd have to be like, I don't know, a high prestige, or you'd have to have like both pro perks in order to get the special little added bonus. So I'm just gonna read off the perks and then like their little added bonus. Remember, this would be if you had Sleight of Hand Pro, and then one of the third tier pro perks. So Sleight of Hand Pro and Hacker Pro, you'd be able to use equipment and hack it faster. So like now you can hack claymores, care packages, things like that. Or like setting down claymores, you would set them down faster, something like that. It's not huge, but it is another addition. Sleight of Hand and Marathon, you could reload while running, because Sleight of Hand obviously has to do with reloading, and Marathon is running, so do both while at the same time. The next would be Sleight of Hand and Tactical Mask. This one's not really that advantageous, I guess, but you can throw grenades and stuff like that faster. Sometimes I know that throwing flash grenades can take a while, so throwing a flash grenade faster may actually be advantageous. And it would also include throwing back grenades. And then for Ninja, it would just beat a knife faster, because Ninja's all about being silent. Sleight of Hand, fast hand, you would just knife silently. So I think the Sleight of Hand one was probably the best one I had, because it kind of matches. They all kind of match up. But that's it for Sleight of Hand. For Warlord, Warlord and Hacker, you could have 2 Claymores, 2 C4s, 2 Jammers, stuff like that. But you can't have 2 out at the same time, so if you put 1 Claymore down and you try to put a second one, it wouldn't work. You're just allowed to have 2. For Marathon, you'd be able to throw grenades while sprinting. Not while just like, you know, well, you can do it while walking around anyways, but you'd be able to throw it while sprinting. Tac Mask is ability to equip 2 types of special grenades. So you could have a flash and a stun, or a flash and Nova Gas. And for Ninja, you would make no noise when reloading, throwing grenades, or using equipment. So you'd really try to be quiet, I guess, no matter what. So that one's a little bit, Warlord's a little bit different than what I have for Sleight of Hand. It's not, I don't think it's as good. I'm not sure which ones would be overpowered or not. I'm just like throwing out ideas here. This is just what I came up with. And then the last one that I did was Steady Aim. And Steady Aim and Hacker, the range of your motion sensors and jammers would be increased. Because like Steady Aim, you know, your spread of your bullets is like tightened down a little bit. So maybe like, you know, your jammer or Hacker, or your Hacker, your sensor would be increased. For Marathon, the spread of your bullets would remain a little bit tighter than it already is while running. I know it already gets smaller anyways, but while running it would be a little tighter. It'd be really, really good for running and gunning. And Tac Mask with the stuns, flashes, Nova Gas. They have a larger splash radius, so a stun would hit people from farther away. Same thing with a flash or Nova Gas. And then for Ninja, you would just be invisible to infrared or like thermal scopes, whatever, anything like that. So this isn't the best thing of all time, the best idea ever, but I think it adds a little more variety, because I mentioned with the Sleight of Hand one, or no, the Steadying one, it's Steadying with what is it? Steadying with marathon. So like the spread of your bullets would be remain even tighter while sprinting. So that's one way to run and gun. Another way to run and gun would be with sleight of hand in marathon, because you'd be able to run, but you'd be able to reload on the run. So like you'd be able to have even you know, different types of run and gunners other than just like, you know, the normal run and gunner, like, you know, lightweight, marathon, and like either steady aim or sleight of hand. It would go beyond just reloading faster or having a tighter spread. So I think it would create a little more parity. I'm not exactly sure how everything would work out. I just put it together. I thought it would be a good idea. You know, one of those things. Just, you know, you play so much Call of Duty, why not think of something new? But let me know what you guys think about that stuff. If you guys have any ideas, I'd love to hear them. I think it'd be pretty cool to like think of our own little thing. Who knows? Maybe someday someone in one of these, you know, either Infinity Ward Trek or whoever makes Call of Duty games. I think Sledgehammer's involved now, but or Raven Games, whatever. If they were to, you know, pick it up, that'd be pretty cool to know that maybe one of our ideas was partially used in the development of a Call of Duty game. Probably wouldn't be, but nonetheless, I think it'd be cool. So that's my idea. If you have any ideas of anything you've ever thought of, go ahead and put it down. I'd love to hear it too. I'm just hoping for, you know, something new in Modern Warfare 3, because we've dealt with, you know, we've had sleight of hand for a while now. It wasn't used in Call of Duty 4 because it was in the same tier as it was in the same tier as stopping power, so no one used it. We got a whole bunch of other perks that are basically never used because of like the tier they're in, and like Hardened. I think Hardened might be used a little bit more if it wasn't in the same tier as Steadying, Warlord, and Sleight of Hand. Same thing with Hardline. Actually, any of those perks would be used more if they weren't in the same one as Ghost, because everyone and their mother and their little sister uses Ghost. So hopefully they come up with some good reasons to make people want to use other perks rather than, like, you know, Ghost, you stay off the radar. Because right now there's like almost no reason to use anything else. If you get Ghost Pro and you can't be seen by anything, and you can just run around with Marathon and no one knows where you are, like, unless you have a headset and you're listening for footsteps, like, people aren't going to be able to know where you are on the map, especially if you have a silencer. So like it'd be good to see like other perk combinations or better perks to encourage you to, you know, not be a camper with Ghost. They wouldn't have to be, you know, all sleight of hand or whatever, but there would also be some Ghost ones too. I'm guessing added in, but you I think it would do the game good to have more variety. Maybe, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it'll backfire, because in Call of Duty 4 there was variety, but not as much as there is now. But Call of Duty 4 is still my favorite Call of Duty game. Not just because it was the first, but because I can still just pick it up and do whatever, and I'm not worried about 50 people sitting in corners, like, you know, hiding from UAVs or anything like that. And there's no, well, there's a little bit, but there's not a lot of kill streak whoring. And so maybe the simplicity is what makes it good, but, you know, I think that there's room for improvement, obviously, and the growth, and possibly it'll make the games better and more dynamic, more entertaining. Not exactly sure, but I guess we'll see with Modern Warfare 3. And now I'm rhyming, unintentionally. So anyways, guys, there's the gameplay. 27-7, I think, is what it is. Let me know if you like it, if you like my ideas. If not, just give me a thumbs down, tell me that I suck, and that I should go color instead. That's a little more creative. That'd be better for me. But please rate the video, comment, subscribe, favorite, whatever you want to do. I'm Fattering, guys. Take it easy. Peace.